because that's how much time you have until the end of the year. November has over 40 holidays that are going to give you the opportunity to restart conversation with your prospect. December, you've got over 30 holidays. Yes, we got Kwanzaa. Yes, we have Hanukkah. Yes, we have Christmas. But it's the unofficial holidays that are going to put some juice into your business. And for some of you, it's like pouring kerosene on a fire. 40 holidays in November, 30 holidays in December. And so here we are. Today is National Pickle Day. But there are other holidays, official holidays and unofficial holidays, building up to 10 days from now. You have Thanksgiving. And then you have on Friday, the next day, Black Friday. And on Saturday, you've got two holidays. You got National Cake Day. You have Small Business Saturday. And then the following Monday, Cyber Monday. And I've got scripts. For those of you that are in boot camp, tomorrow night, we're going to be sharing all of these with you that have never been seen before, never been used before. In addition to Monday being Cyber Monday, you've also got National French Toast Day. So, for those of you that are participating in our November boot camp, tomorrow night we have session number 4, how to close the sale. And in our third session, Communicate, we've added some exciting new scripts that we introduced back in the COVID days. And I shared them primarily with my coaching students back there. We pulled them out. We're making them available to everybody in boot camp. For my coaching students, we've got some additions to these scripts that will enable you to talk to more people, close more sales. And the scripts were designed to take people who had large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and then help them tap into their connections and bring them into the business quicker. Tomorrow night, closing the sale. Those of you that are struggling with the whole sales process, between our third session and our fourth session, we are going to reduce your effort. I'm not supposed to say anything, but I am also setting up a special closing the sale workshop, which we're going to announce later for those people that really are struggling. Asking the right questions is the secret to closing more sales. So we've got new pre-qualifying questions that we introduced in the Communicate session of boot camp that you must first ask your prospect and the scripts to follow to open the door to showing somebody your business. These questions in the script: how many people build large teams during the COVID lockdowns and have been modified for the current economic downturn. And let me turn around and see who's here. Let me look in the boxes. Now, can all of you hear me? Everybody hear me okay? Okay, good. And Felix, I will call you right after we're done. All right. I want to remind all of you that are in the November boot camp that you also have access to the October boot camp. And you have access to our 5th boot camp session, which we're going to be doing once a quarter. The Top Earners Daily Routine and how to develop a $1 million mindset. We've also opened up registration for our December boot camp, which doesn't start until December the 8th. We've added the new scripts. And remember that as soon as you register for the December boot camp, that's going to give you access to all of the recorded sessions of our November boot camp. So you may just want to take advantage of a 90-day boot camp challenge that'll put you in the December boot camp, January boot camp, February boot camp at a highly discounted price, breaking it down to $2.74 a day. But if you register today, you not only get the December boot camp, you get the November boot camp as well, which literally, for those of you that are new, breaks it down to $1.27 a day. Tonight, we have our free training, Money Making Monday. Go to maxliger.com/free training. And I'm going to be talking about this later, but I'm starting a personal mentoring program that is only for previous coaching students. Okay. We'll be talking about that moving forward. So, welcome. Let me look in the questions box. Eric wants to know, when someone says they are unemployed, what is a good question to ask? Eric, are you kidding me? When someone says they're unemployed, you take their response. We use the words who, what, when, where, how, and why. I'm unemployed. How long have you been unemployed? What was your last job? Why are you having, they are unemployed. How long have you been unemployed, and what was the last job you had? Well, I mean, we'll go into your account, we'll look at Lisa. Folks, this is not difficult. Prices are going up, interest rates are going higher, people are being laid off, and companies are going out of business. LinkedIn has become the social network of choice. Last month, 10 million people jumped into LinkedIn. 10 million. Our boot camp sessions, 9 o'clock East Coast time, they're all recorded. Let me pop over here. Now I'm going to jump over here to LinkedIn. Now, every day, people are messaging you. I've been connected to Alan since April of 2021. So, a little while ago. Not everybody is marketing, everybody is promoting. This does not work. We're launching a new video webinar platform. Okay. Sure. Now notice when we send these messages, they're going in duplicate. Why? Because right now, LinkedIn, now you just saw it. What LinkedIn is doing is they are running two systems at the same time. And when they move everybody over to the new system, now let's take a look at Alan. Who is this guy? So is Alan's system founder, consultant? All right, so he says he's been doing it. Smart Office Solutions has been doing it for 30 years. Let's look at it. So he goes back to Quorum. Now we're selling the system. And he's typing. So what I'm going to do is let me minimize this. And let me give you a little peek, little taste of the changes that LinkedIn is making. Nope, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to do that tonight at 9 o'clock. So, see what he sent me here. I'll walk you through it. I'm available later today. I'm not available. So let's see. Now, this is what you do when somebody is trying to sell you something. You do what I call the two-step or the side step. I'm not available today. Now, So we're doing the science step. Get the information. Now I'm going to log out of my account. People are being taught, people are being trained to send connection requests and then immediately look to go to the phone. Oh, let's get on the telephone to see how long. How long can what happens when somebody sends me a text message in the middle of these presentations. You don't want to waste your time on the telephone call where somebody's going to spend the next 25, 30, maybe 45 minutes trying to sell you something. So you use what I call the side step. Oh, yeah, man, I'd be interested. Sure, but not today. And then you ask them a series of questions. Do you have any information you could send me? That's where it works. Okay, so I am, let me look here. See who's here. All right, so let's pop over here. Bill, did you get, did you see what I did? Let me unmute Bill for just a second.
Yes, I did, Max, and I got it, and I'm proceeding on from there. It's kind of continuing to a close now.
Super. Did you see what I did?
Yes, and I had copied that. I will definitely use it other places too.
Yeah, but what you have to do is you have to modify it for each person.
Yep.
Based on who they are and based on what their experience is.
Right.
Yeah, so moving forward, you have any more like those, just send it over to me the way you did.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Oh, no. Listen, I got to tell you, I love, in fact, let me bring Bill up for just a second. Now, it's interesting here that we did a search for you by your name.
I see that.
See what's coming up? And this is not. Exactly. This is your old profile. So we need to figure out. Did we do Bill or did we do William?
I think William. Well, no, it was just William without the doctor on it.
No,
I think
I'm gonna have to go in there and look to see why you're not coming up, because in fact,
Well,
here, let me
I wonder if that's something I need to erase, or you can just.
Well, no, we'll get rid of that.
Okay.
Don't give that a thought. But you see, here's what happens. From time to time, what happens is LinkedIn comes in, LinkedIn comes in behind your back.
Okay,
And they're making changes. They don't. Let me come down. Actually, on several occasions, I've gone back and I've looked for my profile, and my picture's gone. No, you're right. It was just under your name, William Safety. So what we have to do, we have to go in and get rid of that other one. So this is the way you're coming up. You're on our second level. And you've got the visible connect button, which is what you want. Now that's just out of curiosity. Let's see. Now here, we made a post. And so far you've had 3 people that liked it. And so we can actually look at who these people are and decide based on who they are, you know, whether we want to take the conversation and move it forward. But like I said, and like I told everybody in boot camp, you have to continuously check your settings because LinkedIn is making some changes. And over the next 4 weeks, I'm telling you, as LinkedIn prepares to transition to their new layout, their new format, they're all going to have to basically pop in and see what's what. So for example, here, Bunny has the old invitation format. There's a new one. There's a new one. And we come over to the message area, and she has the old message format. You know, have you ever woken up in the morning and you go to your cell phone and you turn it on, or you look to see if you had any messages, and all of a sudden overnight they downloaded a new version, or you go to download the new version and you find it's changed. They've moved things around. They've added things. Same thing in social media. So let's take a look. She's talking to Lisa. Okay. So what we were able to do, let me.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning. So because you had missed an important piece of information, you see how we were able to go back?
Yes.
Okay, you know what fields have, so what are you applying for? Why'd you leave the bank? I'm supposed to be leading a team of 8 to 10. Okay, so she didn't have any time. So, and she answered the question we were going to ask next. How big was your team?
Yes.
So let's turn around and look at her profile. Looking for a new opportunity. And she was let go here. This is the business we were talking about. So we're looking for somebody in a perfect world that likes to teach, likes to train, or has experience doing that. So it doesn't show here.
That's what I thought too. When I saw that message, she responded, and it seems like maybe she didn't like that much teaching.
Well, no, she says here, I was supposed to be leading a team of 8 to 10. And I had a team of 16 who listened to work my boss, who was new to her position. So understanding that she was able to learn that as well as coaching her ops on the way. It was her first management experience. So I felt like I was doomed. I didn't feel like I had much time.
She didn't have enough support.
Well, so let's find out, okay? So let's ask, see what she's saying is, man, I like being an individual contributor,
Yes.
okay? And you're looking for somebody, while you're looking for someone that's going to be an individual contributor, you're also looking for somebody that likes to train,
Yes.
and manage a team and build a team.
Yes.
All right. So what we want to do is we want to set the path. There are people outside cleaning my windows. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to have an end result in mind.
Okay.
Clearly, she'd be capable. Anybody would be capable of getting into your business. That's not the issue. The issue is going to be, we're looking for somebody. How are we going to present the business? We're going to use a project launch script. We're looking for somebody that could come into the business and literally build a team right away. If we look down at her job history, now, why did she leave this position? Let's go back and look at the message. So how are you doing finding another job? So she's being hit from all kinds of network marketers offering her commission-only jobs. So here we had to get it back on track. And so you need to review these conversations. You're talking to so many people. You have to review who you're talking to, what did you say? So why did you leave? I'm supposed to be leading a team. So she went in and she became a leader, but she wasn't giving any help or support. But again, this is another example of why you have to follow the script. Okay, instead of, because now what we're doing is we're backtracking and we're trying to get the information, we're getting the information that we need. It would have been so much simpler if we would have come back up here. How long have you been on LinkedIn? Okay, she didn't answer that. How, so the question would be, if she's got that open to work frame around her picture, the first question that we needed to ask would be, why did you leave your last job? Do we know why she left her last job? No.
No.
You know, for example, if we knew that they reduced their staff, or maybe they closed, then we know that she's not the only one looking for a job. She's got people that she was working with. That's why we had to come back. Okay. Why'd you leave the bank? Okay, so now she wants to be an individual contributor. Okay,
Yeah.
so now moving it forward. August, September, October, 2.5 months, she's been looking for a job. It's not going to be easy. See, you asked her up here. How are you doing finding another job? She doesn't exactly answer that. I've been applying, but haven't secured a new position yet. And because she's got that open to work thing around her picture, everybody in your network marketing company and everybody in everybody else's network marketing company, you know, is hitting her up. So what fields have you been applying for? Anything that seems to align with my experience. All right. I was supposed to be leading a team. Supposed to be leading a team. Remember, there's a natural flow to these conversations. Natural flow. Don't bring other things in. Don't try to manage the direction of the conversation overtly. You can do it subtly. You do it subtly by finding out of their response your next question. Okay? So let me ask all of you that are watching on the Zoom, what do you think the next question should be?
Why did you leave Hamilton?
Well, that would be a good question. She says, I left after taking that position. It wasn't presented.
That was M&T.
Okay. Okay,
She
good.
left M&T for Hamilton.
Gotcha. Well, okay, so there's two things. That would be a great question. Why did you leave Hamilton? Another question, which would be equally as important. So I was supposed to be leading a team. All right. I was supposed to be leading a team. So what experience had she previously had in leading a team? that prompted her to accept this job. Okay. See, we can always go back to why did you leave Hamilton?
Okay.
But do you see by getting that little piece of information,
Yes.
as far as she accepted a job leading a team, she didn't get any support. So she left. Was it her idea but the thing that we want to know is, again, team lead. Because she says that she's being approached by 100% commission, 100% commission. She needs to know, she needs income. She needs sure-fired income. I mean, I got to tell you, on the basis of that alone,
Yes.
on the basis of that alone, I can't see taking a 100% commission job at this point. Well, she would take a 100% commission job if she knew that she could be generating income right away.
Yes.
Okay. So these are subtle little things that we need to introduce into the process so that the conversation naturally flows. Now, so the question we want to, because we can always go back and answer, why'd you leave? Why'd you leave the last place? So let's come down. Let's take this bit right here. It wasn't as presented. I was supposed to be leading a team. So we're going to say, I can certainly understand support. Now, so the question is, now, she said it was my first management experience. None. Okay.
Okay.
We're doing it step by step.
I think the reason that I asked her about her looking for another job was because she didn't respond to me before. So I wanted to bring up our conversation. I think that was what happened.
Okay, but you gotta remember this. You reached out to her, she accepted it. In fact, she even said, hey, thanks, it's nice to connect. Then you sent her the icebreaker, and she didn't respond to that,
Yes.
which frankly is okay. It's okay if they didn't respond. We don't expect, 75% of the people don't respond. So now we did this. To start the conversation, where you messed up was how are you doing finding another job? She has no idea what she's looking for. Okay? So don't worry about people not responding to this. Okay? You had asked the right question. Well, she did respond to this. But what were you gonna say?
Oh, no, it was before she didn't respond. So I thought, okay, let me ask her. Maybe after sending that image, then she will respond.
Well, she did respond. You sent her a connection request, and she responded. The important thing is she accepted the connection. Okay, but then she came back and she said, hey, I have to say that's the nicest connection request I've had yet.
Yes.
So right out of the gate, you're coming across as somebody that she would really enjoy talking to. You stand apart. So how long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? Most people will not react or respond to that, which is why now we use we call this the conversation starter. We're sending her a motivating quote. And I see you're no longer with Hamilton. What we don't know, the correct question to have asked here would have been, she's looking for a job. So why did you leave Hamilton? We still don't know the answer to that question.
Yes.
Why did you leave Hamilton? Well, we have a pretty good idea. The reason she left Hamilton was because the mortgage loan business is going to hell in a handbasket. The question is, did she leave on her own accord, or did they shut down a whole department, or did they go out of business? That's what we would have come up with. But how are you doing finding another job? She answered you. She answered you. And she's answering, what fields have you been applying for? She came back ultimately, but we came back and said, hey, why'd you leave? So she's talking to you. So we send this over. And again, people love talking about themselves. Where would we like this conversation to go? When she tells us why about her training experience, leading a team, accepting a management position where you're going to teach and you're going to train, what does that demonstrate? It demonstrates ambition. It demonstrates ambition.
Yes.
And so when we get to the point where we're going to talk to her about your business, we have to do it in a manner that shows her. The only reason you're talking to her about this is because A, she has the skills to be successful. The more we know about her training experience, the more we can add to her level of experience. The other part to this is going to be that if she doesn't have any, but she accepted the position because she's ambitious, then the next,
Okay, let me look at some questions here. Tara. LinkedIn does have, you can use it for free, but they do have limits. Okay. Now, if you have invitations pending, those don't go away. Those don't go away. It's just not, they're not gonna let you get any new ones. Now, it doesn't take, just hang loose, wait a couple of days and then you can start it up again. Actually, what you really want to do is you want to take advantage of their free search. I mean, their 90-day, I'm sorry, their 30-day free trial. All right, now we'll be back tonight, 9 o'clock. We're going to show you some interesting new things. We'll catch up to all of you then.